traveling golfer has been to Amelia Island a number of times and keeps coming back because of the magic of this low country area and the Victorian town of Fernandina Beach. But this time, there are two historic twists to the visit. This area is a perfect place for a golf trip. I brought 23 other golfers with me for the 25th playing of the Freedom Trail Challenge, a competition that has taken place across the country and around the world. It's a North-South Ryder Cup competition, and the players are enjoying all of this. Second twist, for the first time ever, a woman is playing in the Freedom Trail Challenge. Not just any woman. World Golf Hall of Famer Jan Stephenson is along for the ride, and she's actually adding quite a bit of entertainment, doing some wine tastings of her line of wines and rum tastings, her award-winning rums. All of this part of our visit to Amelia Island and Fernandina Beach. Speaking of Fernandina Beach, let's take a walk around and see what makes it so magical. The fact that you can stay right here, walk to all the restaurants at night, just a short drive to the golf courses during the day. It makes things so convenient and so much fun. So much to see in downtown Fernandina Beach. You need a little high-test fuel. Chris's Hola Cubano Cafe, a little Cafe Cubano. Now I'm ready. They say in the world of real estate, the most important three things are location, location, and location. In my world, the same applies to accommodations. And nobody does it better than the Hampton Inn and Suites right here in Fernandina Beach. Bob Ramshaw, General Manager and our host for the week. Bob, thanks for having us.
Happy to have you here, Tony.
The most important thing with the Hampton Inn and Suites is within walking distance to all the action.
Yeah, we are downtown Fernandina Beach. You are essentially located to a variety of restaurants, shopping, activities. We're essentially located to all the golf on Amelia Island.
Now, when our golfers go out for a day on some of the great golf courses in the area, they come back, get cleaned up a little bit at the Hampton Inn and Suites, and then set out on the town. This is the base of operations for the night.
From an accommodation standpoint, especially with the golfers, we've got suites available with either king beds or two queen beds, 2-room suites. We've got specialty suites such as the Princess Amelia Suite, named after a historic figure here. As far as dining, we have a cafe. A complimentary breakfast comes with the room.
Nice way to start the day, sending golfers out with a full stomach.
Absolutely, and it's located at a beautiful second floor overlooking the ocean.
This town, Fernandina Beach, has been under 8 different flags in its history. Number 9 now, the traveling golfer flag. There you see it, come to Fernandina Beach.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf smart.
The 25th Freedom Trail Challenge played across the country and around the world, and this year on beautiful Amelia Island, north, south. Dave Reese, CEO and founder of Florida's First Coast of Golf.
Tony, we're really excited to have the Freedom Trail Challenge here. Hosted on Amelia Island, you made a great choice. We're right here on the grounds of the Ritz Carlton, Amelia Island. It's just a wonderful golf course, Golf Club Amelia Island. You guys will enjoy it. You got a beautiful, balmy 70 degree plus day here in early December. You guys have a blast.
Amelia National Golf Club specializes in 2 things. Number 1, Tom Fazio designed golf, spectacular. Number 2, hospitality. When you come to this club, they know how to treat you right, and head of hospitality is Mike Cooney, Director of Golf.
Hello, my name is Mike Cooney, the Director of Golf at Amelia National Golf and Country Club. I've been here a little over 2 years. The golf course opened up in 2006. It was designed by golf course architect Tom Fazio. Did a wonderful job. He's a masterful architect. He's done courses all over the world. This golf course, one of the beauties of this course is the greens, I think. The way the greens complexes got a little bit of movement to them, and got a nice mix of holes that dogleg from right to left and left to right. Great par 3s.
Number 6, 200 yards into a slight breeze. You don't get a greater par 3 challenge than this.
Par 5s are reachable, some risk-reward holes. On holes 7 is a par 5, and number 9 you can reach in 2.
Amelia National has a lot of water features, but for the most part, architect Tom Fazio gave you a wide corridor off the tee. Take advantage of it.
It measures anywhere from 4,500 yards in length for the beginner golfers and women, all the way back to 7,150 yards for the more experienced players. But you have 5 sets of tees to choose from. We have Tiff Eagle greens, Tiff Eagle Bermuda. They're almost like pool tables. They run about 11 on a stint meter on a regular basis. Like I said, there's a little bit of movement in the greens, and I always tell people that the grain grows towards the setting sun, towards the southwest. So it's a helpful tip out here to putt on these greens to know where the setting sun is.
And now it's time for the Strakaline putt of the day. Confidence helps eliminate the 3 putts.
The bunkering out here is really masterfully done with Tom Fazio. Great, if you hit a ball up towards the face of the bunker, the ball will release back down into the bunker where you have a relatively flat lie.
The coffin bunker.
It's a private course that we're proud of to have people from the Omni Resort as well as the Ritz Carlton. If you're staying there on property, you have access to play Amelia National.
Get
fit, spend less, play better. HL4 by Tour Edge is custom fit innovation for every golfer. Dial in your game with state-of-the-art technology designed to outperform clubs costing twice as much. Hand-built in the USA, backed by a lifetime warranty, and shipped with our 48-hour delivery guarantee. Shop online or visit one of our 750 fitting locations today. HL4 by Tour Edge. Get fit, spend less, play better.
Oak Marsh Golf Course at the Omni Amelia Island Plantation Resort. A Pete Dye gem. Mike Block is the director of golf at this masterpiece. To have yourself associated with the Pete Dye name, it's got to be a good start.
I mean, this is a beautiful place. You're right on the marsh. You can't ask for anything better. What a great place to come to work every day. And the golf course really resonates with the design of nature.
A lot of huge live oaks with hanging Spanish moss. Very typical of the whole low country that goes from South Carolina through Georgia through the upper part of Florida. A nature preserve with a golf course in it.
You know, Mr. Dye did a great job building the golf course as a fair golf course. It's typical, you know, small fairways, but if you hit a good shot, you're rewarded. And, you know, that's what I love about Pete Dye-designed is you're rewarded for good shots. If you hit a bad shot, well, you're going to pay for it. But Oak Marsh is fair to the average golfer, it's fair to the good golfer, and that's what I love about Oak Marsh.
Now I'm going to ask you the question I don't ask golf course architects: favorite holes, because they all say all of the holes, but there's got to be a couple that really stand out.
No, absolutely. There's what we kind of call Dye's Alley, right? We have 16, 17, and 18. So number 16 is our signature hole. It's a par 3. It's right on the intercoastal marsh. Challenging but beautiful hole. 17 is another hole right on the marsh, so you're kind of captivated by the beauty, but you got to keep your mind on the golf course.
Number 17, the number 1 handicap hole from an island tee over a huge force carry. Maybe I'll move up a tee.
Welcome to the golf club at North Hampton. My name is Blaze Grin. I'm the director of golf here at the Arnold Palmer signature golf course. We are an 18-hole facility with a driving range and practice area. All 18 holes are in a distinct Scottish style links. It's unique to North Florida. We are open to the public. We're one of very few Arnold Palmer designs in the area. Number 7, which is our signature par 3. It's a half island green with plenty of water left that seems to eat up a lot of golf balls, and nobody goes and fishes them out because there's about an 8-foot alligator in there. So that's always fun to see them, people, when they see that one. Number 16 would be the number 1 handicap hole. It gives you fits when you're coming to the end. It's usually, you need to place a good drive in the fairway, and then it's a little creek to carry onto the green. So a lot of people have some issues with that. So we kind of try to, if we can get through the front 9, we can get rolling through 10, 11, 12, 13, and then the challenge starts to finish.
Golf trips all over the world. So much fun. Great locations. Great golf. But man does not live by golf alone. That's why the traveling golfer always does some of the lifestyle restaurants, great foods, and in this case, great wine, a wine tasting at Amelia National Golf Club with Hall of Famer Jan Stephenson. I love saying that.
Oh, I do too. I know you were there with me when I received it, and I get goosebumps every time. I can't believe it.
What a
finally
place.
happened.
Pebble Beach. It was really a special fun time, just as this trip was a special fun time, because you brought some of your wine with you, and the players on the Freedom Trail Challenge love any woman who brings their own wine with them too. They'll follow you anywhere.
Well, you know, it's actually been really fun to be part of it. It's great to be treated like one of the guys. I told you earlier, I think I did more swearing than they did. I kept them all in check. So that was pretty fun.
Well,
it was
good
great.
to see they behaved.
They did. Everybody was really wonderful, and they could have maybe given me a few more putts, but but that was okay.
So you've been doing these wine tastings around the country, and now also flavored rum tastings for a few years now, and it's been really successful. And I think, if I gauge it right, you've been having a lot of fun doing it.
It's been great. You know, it's actually getting to know my fans and actually seeing them after, because, you know, I retired in 2010, and even though we played the Legends Tour, I really miss some of the courses that I used to play on tour. So people have been coming, showing up, and it's been really fun.
Okay, we talk golf with Jen a lot. We don't talk wine enough, and her new line of wines, a few years old, has gotten a lot of recognition from a winery in Paso Robles, California, not Australia.
No. It's been great. But the one thing that was interesting is he said, you know, if I come over and do this, you cannot just put your name on it. You actually have to learn the business. And I'd already been to sommelier school, but it's like one more thing to do. So I fly out there, and I'm there in May for pruning, and then again in harvest, which is just pure hard work. It's, you know, it's just physical labor. But then the fun part is getting to mix with the blends, and, you know, getting in the lab and letting him bring them all up. We go down to and do all the stainless steel and then get to mix. So that part's fun.
I thought you were going to say the fun part was getting barefoot and crushing the grapes with your bare feet. I was getting a mental picture of that, but I guess that doesn't really happen anymore.
No, we have a crusher,
Yeah.
but, you know, you still have to pull them. Once they get in the truck, you've got to pull them into the destemmer, which is hard work, and then, you know, and then the crusher does it. But the key with the crushing, which is actually interesting to me, is you have to know when to stop the crusher and then turn it off and then let it be the cheap junk that you see, you know, and then we kind of mix out with some artificial flavors and sell it cheap. But my stuff is definitely the real thing.
Absolutely. I can attest to that. Her red is one of my favorites.
Is that one the cab or the red blend?
This is the cab, and it's delicious.
Thank you.
Now, flavored rum, a new venture for you, but it's not just junk flavored rum. It's flavored rum with real fruit.
That's true. I really never drank liquor, so I said, can we add fruit to it? Let's add some Australian fruit, pineapple, passion fruit, and mango. And then, well, we've never done that. Now, of course, the distillers hate it because everything is sticky and it's real fruit and it's really tough to do it. But it's won all kinds of awards because everybody's always used artificial flavors, and nobody really. And so, if you look at my rum, it's kind of milky, and it turned out to be just the lucky thing that we did, and it's been great. I mean, it's just winning all kinds of awards. I mean, to win the big ones, the New York, Miami, the Nationals, and, you know, in San Francisco, they're the big boys, and we've won all of those tournaments.
Well, we've known her as a champion golfer and a World Golf Hall of Famer. Now we know her, really, as a wino and a rummy. So here's to our one and only Jan Stephenson. Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a wine tasting, you need a host. We got the best host I know, Mike Cooney, Director of Golf at Amelia National Golf Club. Thanks for letting us invade your club and have a little fun with Jan Stephenson's wine.
Yes, sir. Tony, it was a pleasure having everyone here today, and especially Jan. I think she shot a 69 on the golf course, 34 on the front and 35 on the back nine. It was a beautiful day, about 68 degrees. And the greens were rolling about a 10.5, 11 on the stent meter, and I think everybody really enjoyed the golf course who had not been here before.
Well, I tell you right now, not everybody enjoyed it because some of the people were having a difficult time playing, but they certainly are all enjoying the wine, at least. That makes it a lot of fun. So I've got a couple of official tasters. Both have been known to drink a few glasses of wine here and there. We're going to start with the captain of the North team. He was on the very first ever Freedom Trail Challenge in 1995. Chuck Caparo from Ireland on the first one to the 25th at Amelia Island.
It's been a great run for 25 years. The very first one was very unique since we played 12 guys from our area against 12 guys from Boston. The camaraderie is exceptional. It's always fun to meet new people, get a little bit of flavor of where they're from and how they enjoy golf.
Speaking of flavor, you have a glass of Jan Stephenson's Chardonnay. So let's get an official critique on this nice white wine that Jan Stephenson produces.
It's very smooth. It's got a very nice bouquet, and I could smell the aroma coming through the glass. Very good.
All right. So on my right side, Tommy Big Cat Williams. He is the assistant captain of the South team, and he's got a glass of Jan Stephenson's Cabernet Sauvignon in his hand. How do you like it?
I love it. It's very smooth. It's dense. It's not a heavy cab. Very good. Very good wine.
So this golfer seems to have the handle on not only being one of the great sports figures in America, but now one of the great winemakers, and we love it. Jan, thanks for bringing this all to Amelia Island with our tour.
Cheers, Dan.
Sunset on Amelia Island. The courses get quiet. The wildlife goes into its evening mode. And the action picks up in the town of Fernandina Beach. It's the daily cycle of fun on this great low country island. We've enjoyed our stay here so much. We've also enjoyed the wine tastings and the rum tastings with Jan Stephenson and the competition with our fellow golfers from the 25th Freedom Trail Challenge. We want to thank all of the courses that helped make this possible, and of course, our accommodations at the beautiful Hampton Inn and Suites Historic District in Fernandina Beach. From all of us at the Traveling Golfer, we'll see you somewhere else down the golf trail. But once again, nothing low about the high we got in the low country of Amelia Island.
Tony Leodora's golf wardrobe, courtesy of Antigua, the leader in modern golf apparel.
Tour Edge is the official equipment sponsor of the Traveling Golfer.